from where the news comes first. This is News Channel 2 Weekend Today.
This morning on Weekend Today, a man from Dolgeville is missing and police are asking for your help. Also, police have identified the man they believe killed 2 Chili's employees in the Syracuse area Saturday morning. And Hurricane Florence's death toll is up to 13 people this morning. Welcome and good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this sunny September Sunday. I'm Chelsea Moore. Gary is off today, but meteorologist Reed Kisselback joins us now for a look at your weather in the day ahead. Reed?
Hey, Chelsea. Well, we are looking at plenty of sunshine for us today. That's a good sign for us. It's our last summer-like day for us before we start to get a couple more things outside, but we're going to start things off with a look at the temperatures, and you can see we're already warming up quite a bit. We're looking at those temperatures towards the mid-60s right now, 62 in Loudville, 67 in Dolgeville and New Hartford, 62 for Cooperstown, 61 in Oneonta. And a live look at the radar, we are clear and quiet. That is looking to be the case for the day today, so good news there for us. We'll take a look at your weather headlines for the day today. We're looking at another summer-like day for us. Florence remnants looking to arrive for us later Monday and staying with us into Tuesday, and then after that, we're going to be seeing much cooler air arriving to our area. Now look at your fish and game forecast for the day today. Conditions looking to be between good and fair throughout the day, so go outside and enjoy that. And for today, expect to see plenty of sunshine. Temperatures getting up towards the mid-80s, and if we do see that, we could see maybe a couple of spots getting into the upper 80s as well. We'll have a full look at that forecast for you coming up in a little bit. Chelsea?
Thank you, Reed. We're following up on some breaking news this morning. I just checked in with Dolgeville police, and they say that the Dolgeville man, who they believe is a danger to himself and possibly others, is still missing. He has a weapon, and police are asking for your help in finding him. Police say 57-year-old John P. Camardello from Dolgeville has been missing since Friday night. He's about 5'10", has brown hair, and drives a Toyota FJ Cruiser. That's white on the top and black on the bottom. It has a license plate number of AKE 5018. If you've seen him or know where he is, Dolgeville police are asking you to call Herkimer County Dispatch at 315-866-0974. Police have identified the man they believe killed 2 Chili's employees in the Syracuse area Saturday morning. Police say they believe 32-year-old William Wood Jr. is the one who shot both victims. Police found one of the workers dead inside of the restaurant, while the other was transported to the hospital where they later died. Wood was fired from his job last week, and the investigation remains ongoing. Well, Ilion residents are hoping a new aeration system installed at the Ilion Reservoir on Friday will help clear up their ongoing discolored water problem in the village. News Channel 2's Gary Liberatore spoke with a man from Otsego County leading up the installation to find out exactly what the new aeration system is designed to do.
Let's try to make this as simple as we can. These 6 black cables are connected to a pump that pumps air through them. And these 6 black cables run under the water to 6 of these round gadgets called diffusers.
The aeration's pushed into this and micro bubbles come out the surface. There's tiny holes in this.
In definition, a diffuser attachment is designed to disperse the airflow and spread it over a larger area. And once this new aeration system was turned on around 1 o'clock Friday afternoon, you could see 6 different areas literally bubbling up. But ultimately, what will this new system do?
At times of the year, it's not mixing properly, so you're getting situations where there's not enough oxygen in the bottom. So as we're putting in this, we're able to mix the whole water column, and at the same time, we're also, through mixing it, we're changing the oxygen that's on the top, like naturally occurring. We're able to move the water so that then goes to the bottom, so it recirculates the whole system.
The cost of this new aeration system, about $10,000, and it's coming directly from the village's general fund.
It's the first step, and we want to try to get the water back up to where everybody's happy with it.
Ilion Deputy Mayor Chuck Lester says he has heard good results from this type of system in other reservoirs across the country.
This is the move we decided to make at this point in time.
Ilion resident Dave Harrigan says his water has cleared up a lot in the last couple of weeks, even before this new aeration system was put in. And he says he's very glad to see the village working to resolve the issues.
I think anything that they put in to help the water situation here would be great. At this point, it's so old, so anything they put in be good for the community.
That was Gary Liberatore reporting. Now, Deputy Mayor Lester says the village will now look into finding funds to put in a new transmission line and update the village's water filtration system. Well, a different kind of water issue on the coast, Hurricane Florence has taken the lives of 13 people as of this morning. As Florence continues to creep inland, new mandatory evacuation orders are in effect for several parts of southeastern North Carolina. People living within a mile of the Cape Fear River or the Little River, which is in east central North Carolina, are being asked to leave immediately because flood waters from other areas are filling the river basins beyond their capacities. Crews are working to make repairs and restore power. Officials say people living within the evacuation areas are facing imminent danger.
If you're in those areas that's been mandatory evacuate, you need to leave, okay? Because as said before, we might not be able to get back in there where you at. So you need to take heed to what we're saying up here very seriously. You know, I know everybody likes their property, but I value life over property. So you need to go ahead and move out from the area.
People living in those areas are now supposed to be all evacuated, but as we've seen with this storm already, some seem to think they can tough it out. There are several emergency shelters open in the county to provide a place for those people. Troops from Fort Drum have been deployed to North and South Carolina. They'll be helping in hurricane relief. It's not clear how many soldiers are deploying or for how long, but we wish them the safest travels. And joining those soldiers, several local people from here in the Mohawk Valley have also made the trek to the Carolinas to help the American Red Cross. A nurse from Hamilton is working with the Disaster Health Services team. Mary Carol Yoshino is in North Charleston, South Carolina, working at a shelter in a local high school. About 150 people are staying there.
I'm actually anticipating to see more residents coming into our shelter. There are a few that left this morning, a few more that came in this morning, and I think that's going to be the story because some of them have actually been here since Tuesday when the shelter opened.
About a dozen Red Cross volunteers from the upstate region are down south helping out as well. They're expected to be in the Carolinas for at least 2 weeks, and again, we wish everyone down there the best. Florence is also having an impact here in our area in Whitesboro. The company that makes the yellow garbage bags that Whitesboro residents buy to put their trash out each week is from South Carolina. And that company has shut down operations temporarily because of the hurricane. Village officials say the normal stores that carry the bags, like Fast Track and Burn Dairy, still have some, but in the event that they run out, residents can't get a yellow bag, those residents can put their garbage out for the next week in their white trash bags that they use inside of their homes. Whitesboro Deputy Mayor Vincent Malisi says he's also concerned Florence could have an even bigger impact on Whitesboro several days from now.
I was keeping a close eye on it, and I'm also worried about, because how big it is in the track, you know, I'm worried about our area with the rain. So I'm keeping a close eye on it.
Village officials say they hope to have more bags in from South Carolina within a week. Well, in case you didn't know, this is National Drive Electric Week. To celebrate, electric car enthusiasts gathered at Utica City Hall to promote the charging station there. The station is relatively new and can charge 2 cars at a time. It was installed last November under Governor Cuomo's Charge New York initiative. A recent study by Energetics, an energy management consulting firm, indicated that Utica was one of 5 locations in the Mohawk Valley that would benefit from a charging station.
Most people will charge at home because it's so much easier. You can just kind of park your car in your garage at night and plug it right in. But then also these public charging stations are really vital for kind of to create this network where people can go about their normal day and just get a few extra miles as they're running errands, you know, whether it's shopping or going out to eat or something like that.
McGarrell says as more and more people buy electric cars, the demands for charging stations will rise. There are currently 3 charging stations located in the city of Utica. The race is on to replace the roof on the Utica Library offices before the snow starts falling. The work started in June and is expected to be complete by the end of the year. The $125,000 being used for the project was secured by Assemblyman Anthony Brindisi through the State and Municipal Facilities Grant Program. The Lincoln Avenue facility is the offices for the Mid-York system. The existing flat roof was more than 25 years old. A grocery store and ice cream shop in Whitesboro that's been open for 33 years is closing for good. B&F Milk Center opened as a store and ice cream shop 33 years ago, and Claire Furman, who ran the store and ice cream shop with her husband, calls it her baby. A few years ago, she ended up closing the store portion and ran just the ice cream shop. She says some of the most popular ice cream flavors were the soft vanilla and chocolate. She decided to simply retire, but says it's hard giving it up because of everyone she's met throughout the years.
Very happy customers, satisfied with it. We had one guy that came in and got a small vanilla with cherry dip at least once a day. Very happy people. Enjoyed my customers very much.
Another business has already bought the building and will be moving in October. There's no word as to what that business will be yet. The time now is 9:10. Still ahead, we'll take a look at what activities are happening on this beautiful September Sunday, and we'll give you the details in case you'd like to try some. But first, we'll send it over to Reed.
True or false, tornadoes can form from a hurricane? We'll have the answer to that and a look at your forecast next.
You're watching News Channel 2 Weekend Today. Listen to News Channel 2 at sunrise, noon, and the Live at 5 News Hour on Talk 100.7 FM. Talk Radio has moved to the FM dial on Talk 100.7 FM.
And this is a photo I took on my weekend, so this was Wednesday for me. I actually got to go to a shooting range for the first time, so that was exciting, and I took a nice shot because it was a gorgeous day outside.
It does look like it was
nice.
It
was really nice. I couldn't highly recommend it if you've ever thought about it. Definitely do it. It was something on the bucket list. I was very happy I got to check it off. Super fun. We'll definitely try to do it again, at least at one other point.
There you go.
It was a good one, yeah.
There you go. So for anybody who wants to check something off their bucket list today, Reed, how's the weather looking?
Oh, we're looking good. We're actually looking like another summer-like day for us. We'll start things off, though, with a live look at a Crew Collision Tower Cam. And we are looking at plenty of sunshine for the day today, which is good news for us, as today's going to be the last dry day that we have before we see some rain showers arriving. We can take a look at our allergy report as well for the next 3 days. Some good signs for you allergy sufferers. Pollen levels looking to stay at a low for today, tomorrow, and for Tuesday as well, and that is for ragweed, sagebrush, and chennapods. We'll take a look at the current conditions outside. We're at 68 degrees at Griffiths Airport. Calm winds, plenty of sunshine there, and taking a look out in New Hartford, things are looking pretty quiet this morning, but that'll be changing as we get into the later part of the morning today. But temperatures outside called in from our sky watches. George and Glenmore at 64, Kathy and Verona Beach at 60, Mike in New Hartford at 61, and heading on down towards the southern valleys. We have Stewart and Cooperstown at 63, Deb and Hardwick at 65, and Mark in Milford at 62. Our temperature trend for the day today, we are expected to warm up rather rapidly as we are expecting plenty of sunshine. We're up to around 80 degrees by noontime. Depending on if we see any clouds coming into the afternoon, we can see those highs staying right around the mid-80s. Some spots maybe even getting up into the upper 80s as well. And humidity-wise, it's going to be another humid day for us, so just be prepared for that. Try to find that way to stay cool for the day. Dew points looking to stay right around 65 degrees, so your backyard forecast for the day is actually looking very nice outside. A little bit humid, those temperatures going up towards the mid-80s. All you want to do really, though, is it's going to be a good day to chill out by the pool or just go outside and enjoy this nicer weather before we finally get that preview of fall-like weather later in the week. We'll take a look at your skycast heading towards noontime. Still barely a cloud in the sky. Those temperatures are already getting up into the low to mid-80s, in upper 70s too in some of those higher elevations. By the time we get towards 5 o'clock, skycast is picking up and maybe a couple of isolated showers, but we're looking to stay dry. Temperatures are going to be, at this point, in the mid-80s in the Mohawk Valley, and we're looking at the low 80s, upper 70s in the North Country and in the southern valleys. Heading overnight, mostly clear skies, so we're going to see those temperatures continuing to drop pretty steadily down into the low 60s once again overnight and into the start of our Monday morning. But for today, we are expecting plenty of sunshine throughout the day, those highs getting up towards the mid-80s heading into the night tonight. We are looking at mostly clear skies with those temperatures dropping down towards the low to mid-60s. And taking a look at our 7-day forecast, plenty of sunshine to close out the weekend for us, high of around 87 degrees. We're going to see the remnants of Florence come in on Monday, late Monday afternoon, staying with us through Tuesday. And then after that, we cool on down and we see plenty of sunshine for Wednesday and Thursday. And we'll talk more about Florence for the next half hour to give you a little bit of a first idea of what we can expect with that. But Chelsea, true or false, what do you think? Tornadoes can form from a hurricane?
Oh boy, I'm going to have to go with true.
You are correct. Good job.
Yay! Good job. Science from school coming back into play.
Yeah, right?
There we
That's
go.
a good one.
All right, thank you so much,
No
Reed.
problem.
Volunteer firefighters from all over the state and some out of the state are in Old Forge this weekend for the 52nd annual drill school. News Channel 2's Janae Caldwell has more.
You're never too old to learn something new. You might not agree with it, but you're never too old to learn.
The annual Firefighters Drill School in Old Forge is a 3-day school where firefighters learn skills that'll help them in the field. Volunteer firefighter John Montrose has been attending the annual drill school in Old Forge for nearly 50 years and says it's helped him become a better firefighter.
It's a worthwhile education.
Dan Rivet is a paramedic who started the school in 1966. He says he wanted the program to be educational since not all fires are the same.
Things change in firefighting. Toxic things that we handle, like furniture now is all plastics, and they give out cyanide gases, and it's just changed since I started.
And not only do local firefighters attend the school, firefighters from other states come and join in on the action.
Yeah, we have them from New Jersey, we have them from Massachusetts, Western New York State. They come from all over, but it's just a place where we can all meet as firefighters and EMS people and just share stories, share experiences, and hopefully learn.
You come up here, you go to your classes, you turn around, you socialize with them, and it's a brotherhood.
The drill school has been around for 52 years. Organizers and firefighters hope it will be around for many years to come. Reporting in Old Forge, Janae Caldwell, News Channel 2.
Now, dozens of people recognized those first responders yesterday. They gathered all along Fulton Street. Volunteer firefighters from all over the state marched and drove their trucks in the parade. You saw fire departments from Webb, Lundenville, and of course Old Forge, and many, many more. People who went say this was the highlight of their day.
I love the parades because it's fun and a bunch of people come here.
I come to the parade every year with my family just to watch it for fun.
The parade brought spectators from all across the state, and it was a beautiful day for it. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and again this year, the Mohawk Valley chapter for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is doing its part to support the cause. Here's News Channel 2's Gary Liberatore with more on what folks stepped out yesterday to do.
Walking and running, being active, and doing something fun, all while raising money to fight cancer. Childhood cancer.
Cancer is an awful, awful disease, and childhood cancer just really hits home. And, you know, I have 2 kids of my own, and I teach, and it's just devastating to watch children go through cancer. So anything we can do to try to help get rid of this awful disease.
According to the American Childhood Cancer Organization, more than 15,000 children under the age of 21 are diagnosed with cancer every year in the U.S., and about a quarter of them will not survive the disease. This 3rd annual St. Jude 5K walk run to end childhood cancer is hosted by the Mohawk Valley for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
The local chairperson says fighting for children is such a great cause. He says he was moved when he went to St. Jude Children's Hospital down in Memphis.
Tremendous, just tremendous. I've been to the hospital, I saw what it's all about, and it's a great feeling doing this.
So many supporters came to cheer on the 250 walkers and 50 runners. Some brought more than just their hands.
I just brought pom-poms.
This run and walk is just one of many taking place around the country on this Saturday, September 15th.
There's 65 cities this weekend participating across the country. So we may be 300 strong here, but across the nation, we're thousands of people supporting childhood cancer awareness.
Organizers say they expect to raise about $40,000 here in Whitesboro.
St. Jude, if you are a patient, you never receive a bill. So we cover your treatment, your travel, your food, and your housing, because all we feel like a parent should worry about is helping their child live.
Gary Liberatore, News Channel 2.
Great music for a great cause. It was beautiful weather for the Angel Cares Stephen Zaccaroli Jr. Memorial Concert at Utica's Hanna Park Saturday. Stephen Zaccaroli Jr. was a local musician from Frankfort who lost his battle with heroin addiction earlier this year. 10 local bands performed at the free event to support prevention, intervention, and treatment of substance abuse in the Mohawk Valley. The goal of the event is to provide exposure for the Utica Police Department's Angels program. The Angels program focuses on helping addicts with recovery and not just arresting them. Money raised from the event will go to help those with addictions.
The money we raise is going to go to the Rescue Mission 24-Hour Crisis Center, which is designed for individuals that are addicted to drugs or other substances. They can come in and get assistance.
Besides all the great music, there was also plenty of food, fun, family activities, and information on community resources to battle substance abuse and addiction of all kinds. Well, they were racing under the lights at Wildcat Field on the SUNY Poly campus in Utica last night. Drone racing, that is. It's a relatively new but rapidly growing sport where drone enthusiasts race their drones through a set course. The pilots use special point-of-view goggles linked to cameras in the drones to assist them in flying. 14 pilots from around the state competed in the race. And the one to beat?
Neon FPV Johnny, the 12-year-old. It's been amazing to watch his progression over the last 7 months, because he went from a top pilot in a local scene to a top competing pilot in the whole entire United States.
My mom bought me a little toy drone for Christmas, and it grew into like drone racing. In about May or June, I started flying the FPV racing drones, but I didn't do my first race until September of 2017.
So how did Johnny do? As expected, he was one of the top racers, finishing in 3rd place. Now, besides racing under the lights, there was also a special neon light race where the lights were turned off and the pilots had to follow the neon lit course. Pretty cool. Coming up next, the 70th annual Primetime Emmy Awards are almost here. Who are you rooting for, and do they have a chance at taking home a title? We'll see after the break. Welcome back, everyone. The 70th annual Primetime Emmy Awards are almost here. Are you excited? Because I know I am. This year will feature a newcomer comedy favorite, along with a couple of repeat winners favored to take home the coveted top prize in television. Mike Wilbur takes a look at who's expected to prevail at this year's Emmy Awards.
The Emmy race is on, and the drama this year is focused on The Handmaid's Tale. It's hands down the frontrunner for Best Drama Series. No. The show's star, Elizabeth Moss, is the odds-on favorite to take home the Best Actress in a Drama Series award. It would mark her 2nd Emmy win in a row for the role.
It's time to go see it, Tess.
Sterling K. Brown could also win another Emmy for his role in This Is Us. He won last year for Best Actor in a Drama Series, but has some serious competition.
They'll remember us.
Matthew Rhys could also swoop in and take home the trophy for The Americans.
Yeah, this is what I'm looking for.
Moving over to comedy, this year's Emmy Award for Best Comedy Series is expected to go to Atlanta, while Donald Glover is the favorite to win his 2nd Emmy in the category for Lead Actor in a Comedy Series.
Fitting into this dress required no solid food for 3 straight weeks.
In just its first season, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel has earned Rachel Brosnahan a Golden Globe as a 1950s housewife who secretly moonlights as a stand-up comedian. Now her role is expected to earn her first Emmy Award for Best Actress in a Comedy.
Okay, I see you're still in that place.
And Henry Winkler, who became a TV icon in the 1970s as the Fonz,
Bernard, I thought that we had a rendezvous outside.
is finally expected to win his first Emmy Award for his supporting role in the comedy Barry. Any other winner in the category would be considered a major upset.
Action.
Kate McKinnon also tops the list for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series for her long-running part in SNL. Mike Wilbur, NBC News.
Still to come on Weekend Today, Alicia is in with all of your Saturday night sports highlights. But first, a look at some local folks celebrating birthdays on this Sunday. We hope you guys all have a great birthday from all of us here on News Channel 2. If you're just waking up, it's 9:32. Here are your winning lottery numbers. First, the Midday Daily, 753. The midday win for 8-5-7-3. The evening daily 6-2-3. The evening win for 6-5-5-9. And take 5, 12, 21, 22, 35, and 37. Here's News Channel 2's Alicia D'Addario with sports.
Good morning. 2 Class C East showdowns yesterday. The nightcap featured Holland Patton hosting Little Falls. The Golden Knights are in a battle for first place with Notre Dame and Mount Markham, who also battled earlier in the day, while the Mounties are at the bottom of the pack, still searching for that first win of the season. A beautiful sunset at Whitesboro High School and a perfect night for some football under the lights. Jason Haas getting Holland Patton on the scoreboard first as he surges up the middle for the touchdown. Extra points blocked, so it's 6-0 Knights. The Mounties deep in Holland Patton territory. Ricky Smith rolls out of the pocket, is taken down by Nick Fassett. Ball is loose. Bryce Dare says, "I'll take it," all the way until he hits pay dirt. After a successful 2 points, HP leads 14-0. Second half, bad snap, no problem for Nick Herringshaw. He throws a perfect strike to Josh Ernst for 6. This one all Golden Knights as they take it 35-0. Holland Patton will share first place with the winner of our next contest between Notre Dame and Mount Markham. Both squads entered this one undefeated. First quarter, Mount Markham already up 7-0. The Jugglers strike back. Trajan Garrett hands it off to Mike Washington. He makes a cut to his right and takes off down the sideline all the way to the house. PAT is good to tie things up at 7. After a Sean Moore interception, Garrett fakes the handoff and scores on the keeper. Jugglers take the 14-7 lead. Knotted up at 14 now, Mustangs go back on top here. Everett Kelly continues his impressive comeback season with the TD. And as you could tell, this one was going to have an epic finish. A last-minute touchdown would lift Notre Dame past Mount Markham. Jugglers win it 42-35. At the Carrier Dome, the Syracuse Orange opened up ACC play against Florida State. Dino Babers looking to start the season 3-0 for the first time as the Orange head coach. This game a perfect opportunity to do so as the Seminoles are struggling without Jimbo Fisher. Starting quarterback Eric Dungy left late in the second quarter with blurry vision. So hey, it's next man up. Tommy DeVito now under center for the Orange, and he's making the most of it. DeVito up the gut, fighting his way into the end zone. SU up 13-0. Minutes later, Orange and Seminole territory, Jarvion Howard finds a gap up the middle, outruns the entire FSU secondary, but is taken down at the 3-yard line. The 45-yard run sets up this touchdown. DeVito to Ravion Pierce over the top of the defense. And for the first time since 1966, Syracuse defeats Florida State 30-7.
First of all, I thought it was a fantastic game by the young men. They really played their heart out. I'm so excited about the student body and the community, Syracuse, and the support they gave us in the Dome. They were loud, they were crazy, and there's no doubt that that 12th man atmosphere really helped what we were trying to do. It's just one game. Let's not get overboard. We're 1-0 in the ACC, and all that does is gives us a chance.
Just down Burstone Road to Utica College, the Pioneers welcome nationally ranked number 21 RPI to Gaetano Stadium. Opening frame after RPI marched down the field, the Pioneers hold them, and they'll have to settle for a field goal. It's 3-0 Engineers. Later in the first, Malcolm Stowe gets the handoff, runs into a brick wall, somehow spins to the outside and just takes off up the left side for a huge gain, but no points on this drive. Time winding down in the first half, Wilcox to Imani Vincent up the middle for the 8-yard score. His first touchdown of the year gives the Pioneers a 7-3 lead heading into the locker room. Third quarter, Dan Teddy nails a 33-yard field goal to put Utica on top, but after a back-and-forth affair, the Engineers would hit a 35-yarder of their own in triple overtime as the Pioneers lose a heartbreaker. 23-20 is your final there. That's it for your AM Sports Report. I will see you back here tonight at 6 and again at 11. Have a great Sunday, everyone.
Welcome back. We've got a busy week ahead of us in the business world. CNBC's Courtney Reagan gives us a preview of what exactly to expect this week.
iPhones go on sale, Nike investors meet, and McDonald's workers strike, all in the week ahead. Friday is the day Apple's new iPhones and watches will show up in stores. Pre-orders are already underway, with some models not available for weeks. Monday delivers the biggest earnings reports of the week, FedEx and software giant Oracle. On Thursday, we'll hear from computer chip maker Micron, as well as Thor Industries, the country's largest producer of recreational vehicles. Nike holds its annual shareholder meeting on Thursday, where there are bound to be questions about the new ad campaign featuring former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick. Nike shares fell right after the ads were unveiled, but they've recovered those losses and moved higher. Finally, some McDonald's workers will go on strike this Tuesday. Organizers say some, but not all restaurants in 10 cities are being targeted for the one-day action. They're calling for more to be done to prevent sexual harassment on the job. I'm Courtney Reagan. Get all your business news on CNBC.
Right now, the time is 9:40. Still ahead on Weekend Today. I'll tell you what's going on locally so you can have a great Sunday. But first, we'll send it over to the Weather Center with Reed.
What NFL team has the newest stadium? We'll have the answer to that, as well as another look at your forecast coming up in a little next.
The Cooperstown Camera is brought to you by the Lake House Restaurant in Richfield Springs.
This is a picture that I took this weekend at a portion of my mom's flower garden at home. She does pretty good, planting her gladiolas there, and some sunflowers are in there. She's got a mix of things.
Yeah,
so it's always a nice time to see them at home, you know.
Well, they look gorgeous, so that's nice.
Well, thank you, Reed. I'm sure my mom will appreciate that.
They look nice.
Definitely.
Today is definitely a good day, too, to flower gaze, too, if you like. We're looking at nice summer-like conditions for us outside. We'll start things off with a live look at our Kruger Collision Tower Cam. And you can see plenty of sunshine for us, not really a single cloud in the sky. We are looking to be between mostly sunny and sunny skies for the day today. And we'll take a look at your mowcast as well. If you still haven't mowed the lawn, today is looking to be the best day to do it. However, earlier on in the day on Monday, you still have time to do that as well before we start to see some rain arriving in the forecast. So we'll take a look right now at the radar and satellite. Over the last 6 hours for our viewing area, you can see those clouds that we had last night now are really just gone. We're looking at clear skies. But now we're going to transition now and just talk a little bit more about what's going on with Florence, because that's going to have an effect on us earlier this week, starting tomorrow afternoon. So here it is right now. You can still see some heavy rain coming in off the coast, and they have that flooding issue as it is still moving rather slowly. The good news for us, though, is it has downgraded now to a tropical depression, and it's continuing looking to weaken even more. It won't be that by the time it gets to us tomorrow. Wind speeds right now at 35 miles an hour. It is moving at 8 miles an hour westward right now. We'll take a look at the track as well. It's going to be starting to head north over the next few hours, and with that, we're going to see it come across. This has the center of the storm going just off to the south of our viewing area for the most part, but we are going to be seeing some rain showers with that. So with that, we do want to talk about how much rainfall we can see by the time we get to Tuesday morning. We are looking at a total of between 1 to 2 inches of rain throughout the course of Monday into Tuesday. We could see some locally higher rainfall totals, as well as we could still see some thunderstorms developing through the system as well. And as you see, the further south you go, that's where we're going to start to see more rain once again. And we want to talk about the chance for flooding once again, and that best opportunity to see any signs of flash flooding looking to arrive late Monday into early Tuesday morning. We are looking at heavy rain at times, and we can see that localized flash flooding. And the main issue we're looking at more so is going to be, once again, those streams and creeks. Not so much rivers, but you could see those water levels rising a little bit more, so you can see a localized flood in one local spot, not the river as a whole. So something to be mindful of in regards to that. There are no flash flood, there's no flood watch or flash flood watch in effect just yet, but there is still time for that to come into effect. So it's just something to keep in mind right now as you make your plans for the start of the work week. We'll take a look at today's high temperatures for us. We're looking at a high of 80 for Eagle Bay, 81 in Woodgate, 81 in Alder Creek, 82 for Prospect heading down towards the Mohawk Valley. We are looking at a high of 82, 84 for Frankfort, 84 in Ilion, 81 in Cedarville, and down towards the southern valleys we have 78 for Schuyler Lake, 81 in Evanston, 81 in Garrettsville, 81 in Lawrence, 82 in Oneonta. Like we said, temperatures likely to be higher than that as we are expecting sunshine throughout the day today. Temperatures likely going to get towards the mid to upper 80s. For the night tonight, mostly clear skies with our overnight lows dropping down towards the mid to low 60s. And taking a look at our 7-day forecast, plenty of sunshine to close out our weekend. We'll have the remnants of Florence arriving late Monday afternoon, staying with us through Tuesday, and then we're cooling down with some sunshine to close out the week. And Chelsea, what do you think? What NFL team has the newest stadium?
Oh boy, I honestly have no idea, but I'm just gonna throw it out there, maybe the Atlanta Falcons.
You are actually correct.
Seriously?
Yes, yes.
I just randomly picked that team. I don't know why.
Their stadium opened in 2017. Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Cool.
It's actually a very cool looking stadium if you ever get the chance to look at it.
Interesting. Thanks for the tip.
No problem.
All right. Well, the Harried Housewife is coming up next, and she's got a great fall recipe that you're going to want to try this week. I'll give you a hint. It's a yummy snack that would be great for an after-school snack or in a kid's lunch pail. Stay tuned, guys. Welcome back, everyone. It's now time for the Harried Housewife, and she's got a great fall recipe to show you this morning that's sure to be an easy and delicious treat in your week ahead. How about some good old applesauce?
Hi, this is Cynthia O'Connor O'Hara, also known as the Harried Housewife. This week's recipe from the Harried Housewife's recipe box is for microwave applesauce. Homemade applesauce is a time-honored treat that appeals to both children and adults, and when it can be prepared in a short amount of time, it's even better. By using a microwave oven instead of a stovetop, a dish of flavorful applesauce can be ready to serve in no time. So when you'd like to turn orchard fresh apples into applesauce, the microwave will help make it easy. Here are the ingredients: apples, water, sugar, cinnamon, lemon juice. Here's what you'll do. In a large microwave-safe bowl, combine apples, water, 2 tablespoons sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon. Cover loosely with plastic wrap, microwave on high 10 minutes. Add lemon juice, stir well. Microwave on high uncovered until apples are tender, about 2 minutes. Mash with a potato masher to desired texture. Stir in the remaining 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon. Stir in sugar, 1 teaspoon at a time to taste. More fall recipes and DIY ideas can be found in Cooking, Baking, and Making, available at Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com. Of course, you can get this recipe and others like it by visiting WKTV.com or theharriedhousewife.com. Or you can always write to The Harried Housewife, P.O. Box 16, Whitesboro, New York 13492. Join me next week for another seasonal recipe from the Harried Housewife's recipe box. See you then.
Coming up, a final look at the forecast, and I'll help you plan your day's activities with a look at what's going on locally, including why you might want to head to Hardin Furniture today for your last chance at some great sale prices. Welcome back. After 174 years, one of the area's most well-known furniture stores is closing its doors. Hardin Furniture is having their liquidation sale this weekend. CEO Greg Hardin says about a year ago, the company had to lay off about half of their employees because of financial issues. And now the decision has come to shut down the operation. Longtime customers say it's sad to see it go.
It's sad. This is the end of an era. I certainly hope that they can find a buyer who will keep it in production here. I hate to see it torn apart and moved to North Carolina or South Carolina, wherever it's going, even if it's at a limited basis, until it can grow again. But it's sad. I feel like we're, pillaging the end of the era.
The CEO says he is optimistic about the company's future. You might want to get out to the sale today from 10 to 1 to get those sales. The Trenton Falls Scenic Trails are open today for the last time for a while. The trails will be open today to the public from 9 to 5. There are 2 types of trails at Trenton Falls. The primary trail is about 1 mile long, and it brings visitors from the entrance parking area to the Trenton Falls Hydro Dam overlook. The secondary trail allows visitors to experience nature and scenic vistas along the gorge. It's estimated that the rocks in the Trenton Gorge are approximately 450 million years old. Let's take a look at what else is happening locally in the day ahead. The Inlet Fall Festival is happening at Fern Park today. There will be music, food, vendors, and much more. The original Holistic and Psychic Fair is happening all day today at the Holiday Inn on Burstone Road in Utica. There will be psychic readers, mediums, massages, and more. St. Joseph's and St. Patrick's Basket Raffle Extravaganza is today from noon to 3. It's $5 per person. And it's all bacon, brews, and blues today at Snow Ridge and Turn. Tickets are $10 per person. That sounds like a pretty fun time there. The Wiggle Waggle Walkathon is also happening today from noon to 3 at the Kirkland Town Park to support the Stevens Swan Humane Society. And there will be a Marcy Town Park cleanup today From 2 to 6, volunteers are asked to bring a rake, gloves, and a reusable water bottle. And also, a Man for All Seasons is playing this afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Players of Utica. So it looks like there's a lot of fun things going on in the day ahead, Reed.
Yeah, you had me on bacon, really, in all honesty. I could go for some bacon after this.
I agree. I agree. So what's the weather looking like for the day?
We're looking at a gorgeous summer-like day for us. Highs looking to get up towards the mid to upper 80s. Plenty of sunshine. We're going to see mostly clear skies overnight, and then we'll see the remnants of Florence arriving Monday, late Monday afternoon, staying with us through Tuesday. And then we're looking at cooler, more fall-like weather.
So it looks like today is going to be a good day, but after that, it might get a little dicey.
After that, definitely keep that rain gear with you.
All right. Well, have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to tune in tonight at 6 and 11 with News Channel 2's Callahan Marshall. Have a great day, guys.